You can't go to people's house now. Very rare. And be like, yo, you got old newspaper? I need to wrap
You're
some
right.
shit up.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't got newspapers.
I don't even know if they don't even make newspapers no more. I don't think so. You know what? It's interesting to see. Though. I
It
really don't
is.
think.
They have the Daily News. They still have the
Like I'm
New
saying, like
York
the hard
Times.
copy that they deliver to your house.
They have, yeah, they still have
Really?
them. Yeah, 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 yeah. Cause it's this deli that I go to, right by my job. New York Times,
Mm-hmm.
New York Post. Uh,
Oh,
they
really?
don't have the Star Ledger, cause
Yeah,
Star
that's
Ledger was
done
there.
away with. Yeah.
No, it is.
Yeah, as far as hard copies, I think I don't know. I would have to Google that.
Well, I know that they don't have it out there because
Yeah,
it's a different
yeah, area, region.
area. But they treat that like that. You know how people. There are some people and there are few people that do it. Whereas in the morning, when they have their coffee, they
They
want to
get a
read the
read paper.
newspaper. You
I
know what
would
I'm
love.
saying?
I was so. I used to love reading the paper. I would so love to get a newspaper.
They around. They're definitely
Wow.
around, and you can still subscribe to them.
Okay. All right.
But we're such in a digital world,
That they want you to
digital
do it
age.
online. Yeah.
No, not that they want you to do it online, but you know, it's not much of a need for it as it was then. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People could get it. It's more accessible if you. Well, I got my phone right here anyway. Let me read it. You know what I'm
Yeah. On your
saying?
phone. That messes up your eyes. But with the lights from the phone. But that's interesting because that has turned into even how we read, how we
The lack
communicate with each
of
other,
reading.
yeah, and lack of reading, which this country's become the worst at as far as our reading test scores are in the basement, in comparison to other countries.
I know a good question. When is the last time somebody went to a library?
Mm, that's interesting. Or even have a library card, for
I
that
have one.
matter.
I have one.
I do too. Yeah, you're right, because we're so infatuated with everything we do at the tip of our fingers on this. Everything is on this. Even with how we communicate. And I know you and I had this discussion earlier today. Um, Before coming to the vocal deck, um, we were talking about how we communicate and how everybody talk through their phone. And I know for me, I'm on. I don't know how many family chats and friend chat lines you on, but these things go on all night long, all day, all night long between sending me what's trending, or just having regular banter with each other back and forth where we telling jokes on each other, we reminiscing, but nobody picks up the phone. If you in that chain text, if you like, yo, give me a call because I can't text back and forth, they'll still keep texting. Nobody will call you and have the same conversation. And this is my question to everybody, and I know you're here though, but do you think that hurts how we communicate when we see each other? Because sometimes we see people face to face, you don't have nothing to say,
Nothing to
but you
say.
get right on the phone
And you could
and
text
start
a
texting that
million
fucking
words a minute.
yeah. I think that kills the social
Definitely.
interaction.
You can't tell me that this stuff, and I hate to seem like a conspiracy theorist, that this wasn't by design to
Yeah,
have all this stuff like this.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? To keep people, to me, and again, I know I could be out there left field, but this whole COVID shutdown, not to say that it wasn't real, I think it was real, but it just showed the country and showed a lot of people that you don't have to come out your house to get things done, right?
mm-hmm.
Companies were
Still
still
make it,
running
yeah,
while people were home. You
yep,
understand what I'm saying? Granted, there were a few that shut down. There were a few businesses that you have to come in, you have to be physical, you have to be present
mm-hmm.
to do the job. Like, of course, landscaping and a butcher, which if you can find one of them nowadays,
Days, yeah,
a butcher, um, even then, because a butcher could cut the meat and send it to you.
yeah, nah,
But
yeah,
but if you're the type of person that want to pick your cut out, you have to physically go in there and pick your cut out.
mm-hmm.
Um, but it showed it was a great experiment. If it was, I'm just saying, I'm not saying that it is or isn't. But if it was an experiment, it's a great way to see. Oh, we could still run this place and run this world without people coming outside. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
that's wild interesting because I never thought about it that way, but you might be right. That was an excellent experiment just to see because it would seem like that's exactly what it was because now even though COVID is going to be here for all of a sudden it's like forever now, but think about how it just ran through and how everybody took to using the computers and phones and people started working from home. Companies still did more business than ever despite everything.
Like
So it
my
was just like to your point, an experiment just to see. Because
like
I do know, and I read this somewhere, and I don't remember, and it's so crazy that you said because I read it during COVID. The people that created the power to text messaging, one of the guys, one of the founders of it was saying that what the intention was for us to be able to have short conversation,
hmm
not to eliminate social communication, but it got so out of hand, and I think the Generation Z they took it to a whole nother level. And so now, with kids, you would think that it would foster face-to-face communication
Mm-mm.
because sometimes that's how you meet. Yo, meet me at 3 o'clock. Now, when we sit down, we don't have nothing to say because we done text everything before we got there.
Mm-hmm.
So, but now, and it's so crazy when we leave each other, we text them more. The intention, if I was reading correctly, was for us to bring us together to be able to communicate. But now it went the opposite direction. We're
Mm.
texting more and we're talking to each other less.
Right. I think I I was about to make a point, and I remember my company pre-COVID, right? Niggas was begging. Let me work from home. Oh, we don't do that. There's no way we can get that done. It's
Mm-hmm.
a whole lot of clearance that need to be getting. A whole lot of clearance need to get done, and it was a song and a dance,
Mm-hmm.
right? The minute COVID hit, now they don't even want you to come into the office. There was one time they wanted you in the office. Now they don't even want you
You
in
in
the
the
office.
office, yeah.
It's like COVID really shaped and changed things in a way, whereas though it's crazy. Like I honestly, you know, pre-COVID, I probably went to the movies on a regular. Post-COVID, I don't know why I'm nervous to go
Yeah,
to the goddamn
movies.
movies. You understand? I'm nervous to go to the goddamn movie, and I think that's the industry, and you can see that, like how our big movies, big blockbuster
Yeah,
movies, are they really being like sought out like that? Now, something like Equalizer 3, I'm pretty sure he probably did
they're
good,
good.
probably
Yeah,
did
probably.
good.
I have not seen that yet, but
I haven't seen
that's on my
3.
bucket list to do. But yeah, but you're right because when COVID hit, they made the power to you actually buying the movies at home.
Correct,
So you don't really
correct.
miss anything. You still go to the movies,
Streaming,
but at
right?
home.
You streaming.
And yeah, so but yeah, and then some movie theaters even closed because of COVID.
Yeah,
But now
they
that
couldn't hit. They couldn't hit.
everything is open back up, it just feels like they didn't lose a step. And but I do think yeah, the conspiracy theory is real. I think it did seem sort of like a an experiment. A lot of companies are now saving money by not utilizing office space that they
We
were leasing.
downsized.
Yeah, so they could cut the lease at these buildings because they're leasing these office spaces as a satellite. But we could take those people out of there, keep those same people, put them in their homes, give them all the resources that they need, and let them do it and use their own electricity. We ain't gotta pay them. We pay them. They
Right.
pay their own electric bill, so they use the
And
resources
internet.
at home. Yeah,
And
because
internet.
my brother actually was telling me his job is getting ready to. I think maybe shortly, if not this year, as I think next year, they're gonna be 100% at home.
I think like it's so crazy because you know, and so now here's another aspect of what I was saying. The young lady living in my building, she lost her job.
Mm.
They replaced her with AI.
Ooh, that's next. That is next.
They replaced her with AI.
That is
So
next.
when you think that you were home, because you're working from home now, and they're like, oh, wait, we can run this without them here.
Yep.
Now, what could we do to really get rid of them?
Yep.
You understand what I'm
Yep.
saying? It's lost her job to AI.
Check out the fly. Now that you say that, at my job, they got robots now. They
Mm.
got robots. And but for what they do, they're mobile robots. They don't have the same amenities that a human does, but they assist with it. So that's just the next step to getting you out of there. So the robots just do what you need them to do, but eventually they're gonna do exactly what you can do, and that's what a lot of these people don't. AI is really important that we should be
That
really
shit
up
is
on that.
real.
It's
It's
very
real.
real.
It's real.
So
Guess what? You ain't got to worry about AI calling out. You ain't got to worry about
none of that.
AI talking about this. That ain't my job description. You got
Exactly.
AI talking about, well, I've been here 8 hours. I gotta go home.
Home.
You ain't got to worry about AI
Talking
being
about I got
late.
babysitter, I can't come to
You ain't got to worry
work.
about
None of that.
AI being late. You ain't got to worry about none of that. None of that. None
Because
of that.
AI gonna be there before you there. They gonna be there already. Because
Right.
they implanted in that mother.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, but you're right. And people that don't speak, I'm looking at Facebook and people putting their business out there. And these are people that are quiet people. They on Facebook giving you a paragraph of stuff that's going on in their life. And these are people that normally wouldn't talk to you if you see them in person. These are things or emotions that they sharing that they don't share with you when they're looking you in the eye.
These are most outspoken introverted people I know in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you. And I always said that social media was the most underpaid therapist
Yeah.
because people they bring everything in.
Free
They air it
therapy.
out.
Yes.
They air
Yes.
it all
Yes.
out in on social media, and it's unfortunate because all you're doing is seeking attention.
That's it. That's
All
it.
you need is see, you wouldn't need to seek attention if you were more sociable.
That's it.
You understand what I'm
That's it.
saying?
Yeah.
Come out of your bubble, start talking to people, have conversation with people, and you wouldn't need to have to air out your business on the internet like that.
I'll tell you the wild crazy shit. I There are people now, even parents. These are parents, mind you, that have relationships, whether strained or used to be close, that with fathers. Let's say dad doesn't live at home anymore. And I know people like this. They actually, in the presence of their children, and they might sit, watch a game together, and then dad goes to the other room, and instead of or goes upstairs in his room, instead of saying what he could have said the whole time he sat there, he's upstairs like, hey, take the trash out, or hey, don't forget tomorrow you got soccer practice. But you sat here the whole time and you ain't said a word. So that's how they're communicating with their kids. These are adults. Yeah, and then these same adults go out in the world and tell your kids speak up for yourself.
Right, right, right. What example are we setting?
Yeah, it's wild crazy. This really wild crazy. But to your point, outspoken introverts.
When I remember young kids, you know, and they were like, this is a couple years ago, a few years back, and they were upset. I mean, ready to go fist the cup off a comment that was made on Facebook. And I'm saying to myself, is it really that serious? That you willing to go to blows for something that somebody said on Facebook? I think I always, and I've heard, not only that, I've heard people in relationships
Mm-hmm.
separate because of some shit
on
that happened
Facebook,
on
yeah.
social media. Whether a person, you could find someone cheating
Yeah.
on there, or somebody just liking a picture that because you don't,
Yeah.
or you making this person your friend when you don't like your spouse don't
Yeah.
like them. Like, what the fuck is we doing here?
And people, it becomes, or the creation of the DM, where like people slip in your DM, yo, shorty, what's up? When you probably saw this person maybe earlier that day, you didn't have the heart to say, how you doing. That takes away, men. Where did we lose our courage?
Mm-hmm.
Just saying hi to a female. And women, why is it now if a guy does say hi, gotta be so offensive? Everybody gotta be on they guard it like we purse snatchers. shit like that. And the guys are afraid to say, how you doing? Even when going out, like whatever happened to like the lounges where you go and you can actually interact, engage without, I don't want nothing but good conversation. That's all.
You know what's the saddest thing to me is when you see a couple on date night
Mm-hmm.
and both of them just like this.
Yeah, most of the date they're on
Neither
their
one of
phone
them have a
talking to each other.
conversation.
Yeah.
That's the saddest thing
I
ever.
see that everywhere I go. It's like, yo, they on a date and both of them are on their phone. Whatever happened to the power of us talking to each other? Put the phones away. Keep your phone in your purse, ma. Homie, put your phone in your pocket. Let's talk to each other. Because 9 times out of 10, if it's a blind date or if it's a hookup date where they might have met on a dating site, she's texting her girlfriends letting her know, oh, he's cute or he's that.
Right.
He's texting his mans and them like, yo, shorty, right.
Right,
And
right.
and then they looking at each other, not saying too much of a word about nothing. And then when they get home, respectively, if he goes back to his place, she goes back to hers, he's texting her all night for stuff that he could have said while they were sitting at the dinner table.
It's crazy that text message has become a form of communication.
Yeah. And again, I'm not a texter. I'm not a person that you're not going to get much out of me text messages. You're going to be really upset if you text me because you're not going to get much from me. I want the power of conversation. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear the inflections in your voice. I want to hear the tones go up, go down. I want to hear that. I want to hear the difference in your tone because texting, things get lost in translation in text messaging.
They do. They do. They really do. And one thing about having a conversation, at least you can say what you need to say right then and there.
Yeah.
If it's misconstrued, whereas
Exactly.
though if it's a text message, you firing off.
Yeah.
You understand? Like,
Yeah.
yo, whoa, relax. This wasn't that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But you take the power of that away when you just, from device to device.
Yes,
As opposed
absolutely.
to,
Agreed.
having a conversation.
Totally agree. I think we have to be in a communication room. We have to be able to talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
I got a group of friends. We actually want to do a God trip next year. You should come, Lou. We want to do a God trip. We don't know where yet. My homeboy lives in Arizona. We was talking about going out there, but he was saying either come to Arizona or we can go to he said Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm not really a North Carolina person, but he gave that up. He gave Nashville and a couple other places, and even Miami, where we get together. One of the things I stress to them because they text a lot, and they oftentimes say to me, why don't I'm never really on the text chain as much. And I tell them, I'm not a person that's big on text. Again, I'm not big on text messaging like that. Because when I speak to them individually, I call each and every one of them. And it's not that they don't call me, but their first line of communication is the text. And sometimes you text me, I pick up a phone and call you.
But I think, let me just not get too far gone with this, though. And I do think that there is a time and a place for text messaging.
Agree.
I do agree with that.
Agree.
Whereas though, you may be in a meeting like me. I may be in a meeting,
Yeah,
right?
that's
And
agree.
I can't talk to you.
Agree.
So I need to let you know, yo, I'm in a meeting. What's up? You know what I'm saying? And somebody will say da 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 da. Okay, and I can get back at you. Whereas though, if you have to wait for this meeting, that may take another 45 minutes or may take another hour. Or
That's
so
fine.
to
Yeah,
get
that's
done.
fine.
I think there is a time and a place for it.
That's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fine. And you're right. That's fine.
Oh, you could be, you could be out. You could be with your lady, and y'all could be at a family function, and the shit is right. Like, yo, I'm ready.
That's fine.
Ready
Yeah,
to get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
spin out. Yes.
yeah,
That's fine.
They can meet me at the car.
But I guess my thing is when people send you a text, and a response requires a paragraph answer. That's my thing. And then they demand it now, even in a position where you can't talk. But the question asked is not something that you could. It's not a yes or no answer. It's one of them. It's one of those questions that come up where you have to give a detailed answer, and they have these, and a lot of people have these conversations and text messages, and which is why I say things get taken the wrong way sometimes, where you're always, it's like, yo, I don't want to have to give a paragraph. So me, I'm the type of person, my response would be, call me.
Mm-hmm.
Or give me a minute, I'll call you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And people want to have that conversation through text messaging. There's some people that's surgical with that. You know, I'm just not one of them.
Me either. Me neither. Because it's always like, and I'm the type of person that I'm thinking faster than I can type.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm missing some
Mhm.
words. You understand what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I can see how sometimes stuff can get misconstrued, but you know, this is the day. This is our era. This is the day and age that we live. It's not our era, but this is the day and age that we live in. And so either you keep up or get left.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
So now AI is doing the texting for you. Like, you actually could talk now. You don't necessarily have to
Shit.
write no more.
Shit. We've been had AI. Who the fuck you think Siri is?
That's true. Absolutely. 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 But it's getting so intricate now. Yeah, and you know they got the houses controlled by AI now. Your house, everything is,
Alexa,
yeah,
all that
everything though. Your whole house could be rigged to that, all the way to your
turn
car.
on
Yeah,
the ring bell. You know, all
and
that
you
shit.
could, and now they getting it to where they're creating a way where you can actually have like your favorite entertainer through the voice. Cause you see cause you see right now they got Biggie doing Tupac songs, and it's all in Biggie voice, and it sounds like Biggie, and vice versa. You know, that's how creative it's becoming. But again, this shit is created by, I think, introverts.
Yeah.
You know, these
Silicon Valley is nothing but
introverts, yeah.
You
So
understand what I'm saying?
and so, you know, so that's where like Bill Gates and all them, these guys, Mark Zuckerberg, one of them. You know, a lot of these guys create these platforms who are actually introverts themselves, and you know, this is the way we all got to interact with each other, because Facebook was a way where you could communicate with people that either you didn't know or you knew, and you could catch up with them. You took their phone number down, but you never really called.
Never called.
But you instant message them to death.
That's what we're doing. That's where we're at nowadays, right? Oh, take my number down. Give me a call, right?
Yeah,
Take their number
yeah.
down, put it in your phone, and never call,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's this girl. God bless her soul. Grew up with her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Live across the street from me. I see her every now and again. Hey, what's up? What's up? Blah 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 blah. And she says it to me every time I see her. Yo, I'm gonna hit you up on Facebook. Get my number.
Yeah.
Just get my number and call me.
Yeah.
So you gonna hit me up on? I'm not even on Facebook.
Yeah.
I got a page, but I'm not on
it.
it.
Exactly.
I'm
Me
not
too.
on it. I deleted it. At least
Yeah.
I thought I did, but I guess my presence is still there.
Yeah.
But I can't even get into the goddamn page
Me
because I don't know
neither.
the password.
That's right. Me either.
And then the phone number that I had or the email address that's associated, that's locked.
Yeah,
So I
exactly.
can't even get to the page.
The
So
same
you
thing
steady
with me.
talking about, I'm going to hit you up on, all right. That just let me know, all right, the fuck you. I ain't missing nothing.
Nothing. Exactly.
Because if you really wanted to talk to me, you would have got my number and you would have called me.
Mm-hmm.
Just that simple.
You know what I call that? I call that the ghetto politician. You just shaking hands, kissing babies just to get by. That's it. You just want the vote for the day. That's it. You got my vote for the day. That's it.
Motherfucker just want to say, oh, I seen him. I talked to him the other day.
That's
you
it.
really didn't talk
You
to
talked
me.
to me, no.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
really
not
didn't
at
talk
all.
to me.
Not at all. Because you can't even tell him what's going on with me.
Nah,
No,
it's too much to text.
He's chilling. Yeah, exactly.
Too much to text, to be honest with you.
I mean, listen, we have to, again, everything is on us. We have to teach the next generation that how communicating is so important. And again, text messaging is good for what it's used for, but we got to start opening up the line of communication more, because it takes away from the bonding experience. How the hell do we bond if all we doing is texting all day?
Everything is such a microwave.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for a conversation. I'm going to shoot him a text.
And then
That's
all those abbreviations.
Oh, my God. I tell a motherfucker in a heartbeat, yo, I don't speak emoji.
Yeah.
Stop sending me. I don't understand them shits.
Mm-mm.
I do
Mm-mm.
not understand what some of them emojis are. I don't speak that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Just talk to me regular. Spell your words out,
And you
motherfucker.
see they got that board game with all them emojis, the emoji board game with
I
all
never
those
saw it.
letters in it. Yeah, I got that game. We was playing that at a party. All the kids got that shit. All of them knew the answers. They didn't know. They didn't know all of them though. So I don't know who create. I don't know where they. When they make these games, they survey them from somewhere. They get a lot of that. They survey them to see who knows what.
Right.
But it was clear to see that a lot of and these was college kids, my daughter and them. So and they didn't know some of those abbreviations.
Mm.
So I don't know. So I don't know where they got it from. Maybe some of them was thrown in there. They might have been made up, but they didn't know a lot. But they knew quite a few of them. It's safe to say they knew 80% of them. They knew more than I did because I'm not. Again, I don't speak. Abbreviation either. Not too well anyway. I can make up something and throw everybody off.
What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
even if you, that's what I mean. It's so much. People are so much in a rush, so much in a hurry to do what? You
Nothing.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
nothing.
you can't. You ain't got enough time to spell out a goddamn word.
Exactly. We busy.
Then you see, like I'm at work, and so we're using a platform where we're chatting amongst each other, and people are using those abbreviations at
Mhm.
work. You know, good thing they don't use them in emails and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
But my God.
That's what this is where we at right now. So please, everybody, my audience, please don't hit me up. Don't hit me with them emojis.
Please, I
Please
don't
don't.
understand
Please
that
don't.
shit.
And to my friends out there who they all subscribe to the show, please call me.
That's it.
Please call me.
That's it.
Please call me. I urge that. Listen, because we didn't do it the last show. We got to give it get your shit together for this show. We got to give it get your shit together. Two, you
Oh
know.
shit, yeah, I just thought of one.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna start off my get your shit together. Anyway, before I get to the get your shit together though, we and I guess I could speak on Lou's behalf and Shy Money's behalf. We encourage everybody to communicate more with each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's bring back the family dinners and just if y'all never sat together at the
Word.
dinner table, sit together at the dinner
Word.
table and talk to your kids. If you're a single parent, I know I did it. I sat at the table with my daughter, and we had what was called, I used to call it real talk. Not that, and what I meant by that is I gave her that time where she could actually express herself and let me know what was on her chest, what was on her mind, and I would not judge her. I would not punish her if she felt like it was something that I did wrong or just anything, if whatever. And we got to the bottom of a lot of things. Like when she had her first kiss, that was the day she told me.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Because some parents, especially fathers, we could be overly, judgmental and aggressive. Like, you think you're fast ass, but no, but through that, it made our relationship stronger. So I do know the power of communication. It works. Let's get out. Imagine if we was text messaging, we would never talk. Because now she picks up a phone and actually call me. She could text me too, but she'll pick up the phone and actually call me. So I know that communication works. So please, let's communicate, especially with our kids, because they're going to get out in this world. Your kids are introverts. There's kids that come to my house that don't do nothing but text all day, and they'll sit off in the corner because they don't. And I go sit and talk to them, but they so far gone from being social. It's sad.
I tell you, if you take these damn phones away from these kids, it's just like taking oxygen away from them.
Yes, they can't breathe.
They can't breathe.
They cannot breathe. But on that note, I'm gonna give my get your shit together. My get your shit together. Is going out, and again, it's just my thoughts. Going out to what's the Shirley Strawberry from Steve Harvey show?
Yeah.
That's her name, Shirley Strawberry.
Something like that, yeah.
And Steve
For the
Harvey too.
strawberry letter.
Strawberry letter, yeah. And Steve Harvey too, because I love them both. But I think that the way that do you know the situation?
No.
She a year ago, her husband is in prison.
Okay, yeah.
So a year ago, they had recorded conversations of her on the phone bashing Steve Harvey and his wife. Somebody in the jail or whoever had, because those were recorded conversations. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know how the Harvey family got access to those lines of communication.
Mm.
Now, what happened was when it came out, she jumped right on it right away and told Steve. So she had to publicly apologize. Well, she didn't have to, but she went on the radio station on the show and did a public apology, and they made that the strawberry letter. The thing I didn't like about that though, because I think that even though it had gone public, I'll just say this, and again, I'm gonna keep my get your shit together short. We have to we realize now that we are public figures, so we really have to be careful of what we say and who we say it to. So I just urge people, we gotta all get our shit together and not, especially in that line of work, don't bash nobody. If she was gonna do that to Steve, she should have did that shit on over the in person, face to face, not on a phone call and not on a video chat. You know, because those things always come back to bite you in the ass. They always find something or some footage of somebody doing something, and then they bring that up, and it makes your whole career look sad. I just hate that they're going through that, and I think that's something that they could have handled intimately.
I think so too.
And they both, you know, all parties involved need to get their shit together and just love each other.
I think it should have just been a conversation, but maybe it wasn't just that easy to have a conversation. But who knows?
Yeah, because she gave the whole backstory.
It is what it is. But my get your shit together goes out to Nicki Minaj's husband. It's Kenny, whatever his name.
Kenny Minaj. Who knows?
Right, Kenny Minaj, right? And he got some type of beef with Offset. And I just hope that whatever the beef is, just keep it, make it where nobody losing their life.
Yeah, because it's always the entourage.
You know, make it where nobody losing their life. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can have y'all words, y'all can have y'all disagreements, y'all can say what y'all want to say, but please don't let each other lose each other. Don't let anyone lose their lives. Granted, you from a hood, Kenny Minaj, and Offset, you from a hood. You know what I'm saying? And you from Kenny Minaj, you from the Bronx, and y'all da 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 da. Y'all about this. You study talking about how sturdy y'all are, whatever. That's fine. You could be who you want to be. And if somebody disrespected your lady, or you disrespected his lady, it's understandable that y'all have words and have conversation. You understand what I'm saying about that? But it doesn't have to go further than that. Please, don't allow this to go any further than that. I just think that, and furthermore, my get your shit together is to them, but all it is to me is new age snitching.
That's
right?
it.
Because if you really gonna be active and do something, why would you tell it?
Exactly.
If something happened to him, they got all this footage that you was popping all hella shit. That you was putting in that work and how active and how sturdy your team is.
Yeah.
Then guess who they coming after once the shit hit the fan?
You.
You just told on yourself.
Yeah.
Get your shit together. Y'all new age millennium thugs.
Yeah. Get your shit together.
Get your shit together.
But last time I checked, both of those guys are rich. Why would I be arguing about somebody talking about my wife? And why would you want to take time to talk about her? Y'all rich. Y'all don't even have to deal with each other. Y'all never really have to be in the same room. And if you do, and if you are, you're rich.
On top of the fact that your wives is beefing any motherfucker way.
Yeah, but they
ain't gonna never be
friends anyway.
Saying?
So they're rich. You should be able to coexist in the room. I'll tell you this before we sign out this show. Those are 4 insecure individuals. That's all that is. They're 4 insecure individuals, because a secure person is not worrying about what another secure person is doing, and that's that in a nutshell. When you insecure, is the only way you thinking about, I can't do a song with you because I think you talking about me, or in your rhyme I think you talk. All the money in the world can't buy you security. That shit got to be within.
And here these guys, this Kenny Minaj guy, they standing out in front of some type of building. I guess this is where they wait for him to come home or come outside. Like, what is y'all doing? Y'all looking to go to jail? Y'all niggas looking to go to jail. Offset ain't paying these niggas no mind. Like,
Yeah.
man, I'm on a plane. I'm flying around. Y'all standing outside. He was at the Colorado game last night.
Oh, those games pop. We got to get out to see Deion Sanders play. Those games pop.
I tried to stay up and watch it, Prime. Congratulations, man.
Congratulations,
but shit, that shit
Prime.
came on too
My
goddamn
God.
late.
Yeah.
That shit
West
came on
Coast
too
time.
late. No, it came on Mountain Time, but it started at 10.
Yeah.
10 o'clock last night, and I'm like, yo, fuck this. I'm going to sleep. and
Prime.
and that game
play
was
earlier.
chippy. That game was real chippy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they went in double overtime, and Prime, I'm telling you, man, he got them boys playing, man.
Yeah, he got them
them
prime
boys
time.
playing, and,
He got them prime time.
His sons is out there playing.
Yeah.
You know, kudos to Prime, man. Anybody that thought he wasn't gonna make it, man,
He doing it.
He doing his thing, man.
Yes.
He definitely doing his thing.
Yes.
And why people ain't celebrating that?
Oh, we celebrating it. Shout out to you, Prime Time.
Shout out, Prime.
Huge fan, forever. Always was a huge fan.
Because he was on Dallas?
That's absolutely 21 all day. 21 all day. I liked him when he was with Atlanta because he was nice. He was nice with it. I hated to play against him. I liked him with the 49ers, but he just ain't look as good as he did in the Dallas jersey. He was dope with that. So shout out to Prime and shout out to Colorado. They doing good there. Buffaloes.
That niggas better. Ain't Colorado... Ain't that Colorado where they jammed Kobe ass up, or was that Minnesota?
I don't even know, to be honest with you. I don't even know. But yo, on that note, hit us up, goinvocal@gmail.com, GoinVocal, gmail@gmail.com.
Word.
And you can reach me, JamC_Goin Vocal.
Republican_Lou. Hit me up on IG.
And Shy Money.
Bloomy's girl.
That's what it is.
I'm taking all DMs.
That's down in the
Wait,
DMs. What it is.
Not all DMs, nigga. Spell your words and don't send me no motherfucking emojis. I want to misinterpret it. Nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know what no flex emoji is.
That's exactly.
What that mean? You working out? Like, I don't know. Your arm hurt? I don't know what that means. Shit.
And we are officially 2/3 of the Pod Squad, and we are Goin Vocal, as you should too. Peace.
Peace.
Everybody tune into the Pod Squad now.